Hello Pisces people, so I'm going to be doing your reading for November the 3rd to the 16th. We're going to split it up, so we've got the first part and then the second part because I think it's quite interesting to do that. What I'm going to do is kind of pull some cards and we'll see the overall energy of what is going to happen for you in November. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit and then we'll pull them out. Just going to do them off camera because if I do them in camera then they fly everywhere. So we have got Eight of Cups, the Moon in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups in reverse, these both reverse, and the Lovers. And then we'll just pull one overall from the deck. Just pull this over. So we've got a lot of Cups energy, which is always water emotional, so that works very well for Pisces, doesn't it? So the last we've got is Nine of Cups, again, Cups energy, so a lot of water going on. So yeah, there's always that stereotype that Pisces like to cry. Same with Cancer, they just get a bit emotional. Let's see if it's true. It's not true, but you know. Okay, so I want to look at this to clarify Nine of Cups. I think that's really interesting. Nine of Cups tends to be success and normally when you've really gone through a victory. So to have this upside down is like, you know, kind of going through a bit of a path where, you know, you're maybe not seeing things that you want to see. So I always think this is like things growing as well, things being watered, that kind of, you know, I sometimes see this as like strategic advantage. You know, you have an advantage over somebody. So at the moment, maybe you need to find a way in November to get a foothold, you know, get an advantage. This also is, you know, kind of material victory as well. So, you know, maybe you're struggling with finding an advantage and a way to get money. So this is a good card to say, I need the inspiration to kind of work towards that. It's not a bad card by any means to have it in reverse. It just kind of means that maybe you might take a bit longer to kind of get that successful advantage going on in November. We've also got Ten of Cups in reverse. This is what it looks like. So 10 in numerology is 1, which means the sun, which is normally success. So to have this in reverse again kind of denotes that Nine of Cups. This really is normally upright about having a real happiness of the home and kind of feeling really good about yourself. So this opposite is that, you know, there is a little bit of instability with, you know, your peace. I think maybe you feel a little bit of disruption. So in November, maybe feeling disruption, the fact that we've got these Cups cards that are normally very emotional, to have them, you know, flipped upside down is like, okay, we're going to be going through some emotions here. Don't be scared of going through that. You know, we've all got to go through the shitty times, but it's really important to know that even though there is a bit of instability and disruption in the happiness in the home, that, you know, you can work towards finding this advantage in both of those. So Queen of Cups as well, again in reverse. That's what it looks like. Queen of Cups always says to me kind of, you know, a bit of fertility, sometimes just, it's a very warm-hearted woman in your life that is very fair and honest. So to get this upside down is that you might be struggling a little bit with, you know, people in your life not being genuine enough. Maybe you're dealing with some liars. You're going to be dealing with people that just aren't, you know, very truthful. They're not very forthright with you. And it's just like, you know, this is not the best time at the moment for you. Again, don't worry about it. You know, we're going through a bit of time. Aries and Taurus are going through some intense boredom at the moment. So, you know, I don't think these signs are going through a great time in November. We've got some weird stuff going on with retrograde and all the rest of it. So don't worry about that. We have got Eight of Cups in upright though. So we have got one of them in upright. This is about, this is actually about abandoning, you know, what you thought would be successful. So this works so well with that Nine of Cups in upside down. This is really interesting because I always see this as like, you know, somebody pulling down stability. So there is going to be an element where you don't really want to show yourself. So you might have that kind of hermit lifestyle. It's like, I'm going through this shit. I just want to kind of hide away. That is totally okay to do that. And also don't worry about abandoning, you know, this idea that you thought was going to be successful. You know, it's okay to, you know, start over, you know, start with scratch. It's totally okay to do that. We have got the Lovers card though, so this is interesting. The Lovers card is obviously always about love and kind of new romance. It gives me that kind of Romeo and Juliet vibe. But this is also about being optimistic and having faith in love. So again, even though these are not the greatest cards to get because they're in reverse, this is a bit emotional, you are going to go through this new romance. It's actually really exciting. This is, I think, for a lot of you, the kind of starting of something where you start to feel like you are yearning and perhaps idolizing. So be careful with that one. You know, we don't want it to be that where there's a false God complex going on here. But I think with the Lovers card, this is very much a new beginning, a new romance. For some of you, it might be difficult, it might be plagued because this person's in a relationship already and you're like, oh God, I've fallen for somebody in a relationship. That is okay. Don't worry about it. Just keep focusing on your feelings and what you really want from your life. Don't let it stray you too much. 6 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Wands is like a bit LSD looking, isn't it? All these dragons with eyes. 6 of Wands normally means triumph, so to have it in reverse again, it's like, okay. It normally means good news, it means triumph, advancement. So to have it in opposite, it's like, I think for some of you, you're just not going to have the best news, okay? You probably might get some news that's not what you want, but having said that, this does not mean the end of the world. You can still triumph, you can, because we have got this Lovers, this romance. I think, you know, I may be painting a picture that November's going to be shit for you. It's not. You are just going to have to go through some intense kind of feelings. If everything was great for us all the time, we would never really know how to advance. So for me, I'm getting this vibe, especially with the 6 of Wands in reverse, is that all of this is going to teach you how to really keep moving on, teach you how to advance in a good way. We have got a lot of reverses going on here. We've got the Moon in reverse. We've got this Major Arcana in reverse. The Moon gives me watery energy, you know, sort of Pisces, Cancer type of thing. So this all works well together. The Moon often means deception, and it means there's some false promises. People are not being so forthright with you and dangerous. So to have this in reverse means, no, we're going to have people being more honest with you now. So that might oppose what I was saying about that 8 of Cups and the Queen of Cups, but don't worry about that. The Moon in reverse, yeah, having that kind of, I think it's more about, you can have that trust. You know, I was saying about, you know, having faith and trust in this Lovers card. You can have a little bit of faith in this situation. There is going to be a bit more of an open kind of dialogue that you can have with somebody. This element of deception that you normally get in the Moon, to have it in reverse, is that, you know, you can be trustful of the situation. So, just to kind of give you an overall view, because again, I feel like I've given you a bit of a nasty kind of reading, but it's no readings in tarot are ever nasty. They are just trying to kind of, you know, pull apart all the things in your life. So for this, I think it's really interesting because we have this Lovers, this new romance. 8 of Cups, I see this as like pulling things down, but again, you might be able to see this as, you know, you're going to have to go through a shitty time to advance. These is kind of giving me, you're going through a bit of an issue, but don't worry about it. You will find the tools. And to have the Moon in reverse is that actually, you know, you might start realizing that, you know, not everyone in your life's a liar. Not everyone's out to get you. You know, emotions are power. Vulnerability is a power. So I think that's what you're going to start realising at the first half of November. We'll pull a second part of November soon so we can see if this stays around. But hopefully that reading kind of helped you. It's just a general reading, by the way, so if it doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. If you're like, oh, hell, I don't want to hear that, that's fine too. You know, I'm not putting a gun to your head. But if you did like it and did resonate, please like, subscribe, and yeah, thanks very much.